Hello guys, welcome to another Tasty Corner. Today we're gonna talk about something that I personally have a relationship to, which is holding the racket the right way. Like, you have no idea how much shit I've gotten since I started, and still, like, whenever I go to a coach, the first thing they tell me is to change my grip, and I cannot play with that grip, and I cannot do anything with my grip. And if I've listened to them 3 years ago that I cannot play with that grip, I wouldn't be sitting here. I would have used my time to change my grip, but instead I use it to learn how to hit.
Well, I mean, it's just opinions, but I have to agree with you. Like, also, I find it very annoying when you meet a new coach, which is not easy also for the coach to get a new student. But I think it's annoying when they focus just on the grip right away when they still haven't seen you hit with whatever grip you have. I think it's more important to say, okay, I noticed that the grip is maybe not the best, but let's see how the player does when I ask for a drop shot, when I ask for a lob, when I ask, for a forehand, backhand, slice. Maybe the guy has developed good skills with that grip.
Yeah.
Because you don't. Let's just agree on something before we continue with this video. You don't hold the racket like this on purpose. You fucking hold it like this because for you it's comfortable. For me, it's comfortable like this. For Rika, it's comfortable like that. So let's just start with that. Let's agree on that, because I don't think anybody is that stupid to hold the racket like this because I just want to make it tougher for me and for my life and for my padel. So I think coaches need to be a little bit open-minded there and say, okay, if the guy came with a funny grip, it's because that grip
It's
it's
suitable
comfortable
yes.
for you.
Yes.
Now, I understand that your job is to teach them and to make them understand that maybe they need a more proper grip. But first, let's see how the player adapts or manages whatever you ask for with that grip. And that's what we're gonna try to explain a little bit today.
What about the professionals? Like, you can see them having different type of grips.
Yes, they do. I mean, for that coach that wants the continental grip and teaches that because he took the federation course or because it says in the books continental, bullshit. If you have played at a good level or decent level, you know that there are many players that kick your ass, that are very skillful, that don't have a continental grip. So, I mean, Paquito, the best, no, to see. I mean, the guy plays with a grip like this, guys. He plays the ball is like this, and what should we change his grip? Because he's not continental. Of course, there are many shots where when they have time, they adapt, they change the grip depending on what they're doing. But they don't play with a hammer grip. You understand? Like that's a big lie. And if some coach is so into that, it's probably because the guy is a book coach. It's not a coach that has tested or has experience with many different players, and actually the guy's just repeating or preaching what he reads in the books. Yeah, so we don't like those kind of coaches. If we take, the continental grip, which, normally you find it by doing this, of course it's a very nice grip. Drop it a little bit. I think the main thing with this grip is that, or with any grip, is that you can play forehand. Yes. Then without changing, you can play backhand. Yes. If you come to the net, the wrist goes up and you can play volley, backhand. You can play volley, forehand. If I need to play a lob, I don't change the grip. With this grip, I just need to move my wrist. I can play a lob. If I need to play a bandeja, I can play a bandeja. If I need to serve, I can serve. So basically, of course, having a continental grip helps, makes it easier. But if it's the first time I see Rika, and Rika comes with this grip, which is not continental, but she can actually understand forehand, can actually understand backhand by adapting a little bit her wrist, can actually volley with the forehand, can actually volley with the backhand, can actually play a very good lob on backhand because the racket is already open, and on forehand she understands that either she has to adapt the grip or she just needs to adapt the wrist position. Then she can play bandeja, she can play serve. Then why would I change it? Why would I change it? First, let's see if Rika can do slice and volley. Of course, her forehand volley is going to be flatter, her backhand volley is going to be with more slice. But if she's aware of those things, when the ball is coming fast, for example, she needs to move the wrist to block instead of slicing. But I think that's easier than saying, no. You need to play with a continental grip, and Enrica, doesn't understand how to hit because this is so weird for her and for her feeling. So I just think that there are more important things to focus on than if you have the perfect grip.
What about the height? How you should hold the racket?
Same thing. I don't think there is right or wrong. I mean, I remember one summer training with Matias Diaz, and the guy plays here. They actually put the grip, the overgrip, they make it so thick that they can use it like a stopper here. You understand? So they play sometimes with the grip here. Chingoto, actually, when he comes to the net, you can see there is a fat, part of the grip coming below his hand. So, I mean, then you have players that play with the grip here because they use more of the wrist, like LeBron. So I don't think there is right or wrong. I think it's just what is comfortable for you, and then what you and your brain and your body understands. Yeah, but I really get annoyed when coaches get so picky. Yeah. In this subject, when teach them that when they play to the sides, they need to play a little bit faster. When they play to the middle, they need to play a little slower. That they don't need to give that much rebound with the shots. That they need to sometimes play slower to have time to recover. I mean, there are so many other things that you can teach them instead of being so. I had a coach. I had an experience, which I'm not gonna say where, but it was a top academy. He was one of the helpers of the academy, not the main coach. But they had me 3 hours, guys. 3 hours hitting backhand because the guy didn't like that my racket looks like this when I hit backhand. So he wanted it like this. 3 fucking days doing just backhand. What happened is I got so bored. Second, I think stupid because the guy didn't even bother to see, okay, maybe the guy can play like this and plays very good. Yeah? And then the last day I begged him to let me play with some of his players, and to his surprise, I didn't lose a set. Yeah, so, and then all the guys were saying, oh, you're so consistent. Yeah, well, I mean, did it matter really that I played like this instead of like this? I don't think so. But anyway, I mean, these are just, it's a subject that I think every coach and every player should think about this, because yes, many times we pay for a lesson, and I understand that technique is important, of course, but first we need to see if the player has enough technique or enough skills to give you what you're asking for. Then focus on other things. Focus on tactics. Focus on the understanding of the game. Focus on the pace. Focus on all the things, instead of making someone so worry about some small detail that will make your life miserable, and then you don't really feel that you are moving forward. So anyway, in conclusion, you don't need a fucking continental grip. It's a good grip, but there are others, like this, like this, like this, like that. Now, if you come like this, well, that's tough, because forehand is going to the ground, backhand you're gonna have probably an injury. But guys, this is okay. Yeah, I can play forehand backhand. This is okay. I can play forehand backhand. This is okay also, forehand backhand. I mean, as long as you can do all the shots basically with the same grip, why would I change it? So let us know if your grip is correct, or if you need the continental perfect grip. What do you think?
Thank you, guys.